And welcome back, folks. So thank you for tuning in to the Blue Sox and Bootleggers game. Maddox Farrell ended up getting hit by a pitch in the first pitch, attempting a bunt. Anthony Merdika, in his last game, would be pitching for the Blue Sox. Went 4 innings, 2 earned runs, 2 hits, and had 5 strikeouts. And that was against the A's on June 12th. And now, Duop, you have Giovanni Liberti, the extra hitter. Ooh, checks him again. Farrell looks like he might try to steal there as he checked twice to him.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome back. Just had to run down, get something, and then back to the press box. So thank you, Johnny, for starting us off here. In a tight window in between games. So let's go through the starting lineup. First, the road team Bootleggers. Just a moment, we'll get that for you. And then there's a 4-pitch walk to Giovanni Liberti. So first 2 base runners on, HBP and a walk. So starting for the Bootleggers, batting first, the left fielder, number 5, Maddox Farrell. Batting second, the extra hitter, number 1, Giovanni Liberti. Batting third, the first baseman, number 28, Noah Arriola. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 22, Rene Vela. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 31, Isaac Herzog. Batting sixth, second baseman, number 11, Declan Rivero. That's a foul ball for Arriola. And batting seventh, the right fielder, number 13, Hayden Tanksley. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 12, Aiden Needles. Batting ninth, the DH, number 32, Zachary Perro. And batting 10th, the center fielder, number 3, Brady Bickett. Murdica delivers again. There's a wild pitch. Both base runners advance as a 1-1 count.
Yeah, there's a lot on the line for both of these teams as the Bootleggers are ahead of the Blue Sox by a game. Bootleggers currently standing 4-2, sitting in 4th place, and the Blue Sox are 3-3 in 5th place. And the Bootleggers are looking to win this game as they're only a game and a half back of first place.
That's popped into right field. Kind of moving back into his right to make the catch is Mitchell Denny. The throw in home, not in time. That'll be a sacrifice fly to bring home the first run of the game and advance Giovanni Liberti to third.
Got the first out, but he also brought in the first run. And there's only 1 out with the man on third now. All Vela has to do is just simply put it on the ground, and Giovanni Liberti is just going to simply walk in since the defense is playing back.
That was their strategy. And this is hit into left field. Speaking of back, and diving and making the catch is Phillips. But that's also deep enough where another run will come home. So back-to-back sacrifice flies give the Bootleggers an early 2-run lead.
Yeah, great play by the left fielder.
Diving, and yeah, had he not dove, it would have been a hit. And so unfortunately for that, then diving, he gave him the base runner, Giovanni Liberti, more time to come home.
Yeah, but you'd rather take it out than a run, because now they have 2 outs with no one on. So if that would have fell, it would have been a runner at first with still 1 out. So good job by the left fielder by getting it out there.
And here's the first pitch to Isaac Herzog. Now the bases are clear.
Yeah, took for a ball. Still with 2 outs in the top of the first.
Murdica delivers. And that's going to be popped out of play into the bleachers.
Now he's up in 1-2.
Now grounded into right field. So a 2-out single keeps this inning going for the Bootleggers. They're off to a hard start, one of their best starts to a game this season.
Yeah, they're looking to take this game because it's a big one right here. They continue to win, it puts more pressure on the team above them.
Yeah, one of those teams, the Lumberjacks, one of the last remaining undefeated teams. I believe actually the only undefeated team left as of yesterday. Swing and a miss for Declan Rivero, strike 1. Looking ahead to tonight's power game, it's you and Steven on the call against the Santa Clarita Victory.
Yeah, it should be a good one tonight.
Santa Clarita, just about maybe 4 hours away from Palm Springs, right on the edge of the northern part of LA County, and that was a wild pitch if I've ever seen one. And advancing to second is Isaac Herzog.
That one might have just slipped out of his hands. But still, they got two outs with the runner in scoring position, so this is his chance to leave him at second. But the Bootleggers have been swinging a hot bat so far, moving runners into scoring position and putting the ball in play.
So 2 outs, 2 runs already come around for the Bootleggers. This is hit into left field, and it's going to bounce before it reaches Phillips. And there it is, an RBI single to keep the inning going. 3-0 Bootleggers here in the top of the first.
Yeah, they're coming out strong in the first inning, trying to get as many runs as they can with runners in scoring position, taking advantage of the wild pitch.
That wild pitch put Herzog in scoring position, then coming home on that RBI, and we're going to have a mound visit. The catcher going out to talk to Murdica. That's Carson Reed out there.
And due up, we have number 13, the right fielder, Hayden Tanksley. Who's out of Cisco College, standing 6 feet, 190 pounds. Had a walk in his last game against the A's.
Tanksley often lives up to his name. Check over to first. Once again, the base runner is safe. Murdica has a good pickoff move, just not quite able to get it there in time. As a right-handed pitcher, though, he has to turn around. That's the indication that the base runner has. This is hit into left field again. Oh, no! Getting to it. Whoa! Nice play by the shortstop, Evan Reebley, making the catch over his head and turning his head down towards the ground right at the last second. He makes the grab anyway.
A great snag by the shortstop to get out of it.
Now, based on the angle, it looked like those other RBI singles have gone to left field, but after the top of the first inning, Bootleggers have an early 3-0 lead. We'll be right back for the bottom of the first. Hang tight.
It's a family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Welcome back to the bottom of the first inning. Let's go through the lineup for the Blue Sox. Batting first, the shortstop, number 5, Evan Reebley. Batting second, the left fielder, number 31, Jackson Phillips. Batting third, the center fielder, number 16, Jack Schaefer. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 14, Reese Martinez. Batting fifth, the DH, number 2, Gino Girardi. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 23, Carter Martinez. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 34, Mitchell Denny. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 4, Jalen Woodley. There's strike one for Evan Reebley. Batting ninth, extra hitter, number 19, Taylor Diaz. Batting 10th, the catcher, number 20, Carson Reed. And starting on the mound for the Bootleggers is number 14, Bo Carrer. No balls, 2 strikes, so Carrer ahead in the count early.
You know, Bo Carr had a great outing. He went 5 innings with 3 earned runs and 5 strikeouts. Currently up in the count 0-2.
Taking his time. Carr delivers again. Fouled off. Heads up by the athletic trainer's tent. And we saw like a back and forth game going as far as pitching duel in the first one. This one, it kind of seems like the momentum is in favor of one team thus far, but Blue Sox have a chance to respond. There's ball 1.
Yeah, Blue Sox have been great so far. Just 1 inning, it's what's got them, but still a lot of ball left. They still have 6 more to go.
Ooh, heads up.
That's some chin music right there. Be careful. Evan Ribley is currently uncommitted, standing at 5'10", 160 pounds. Had a hit in his last game against the Grizzlies.
And he gets a piece of that. It goes foul. He'll stay alive.
Yeah, leadoff guy is not letting up. It'll be his 6th pitch in the at-bat. Looks like he called time to get a little breather.
That's a chopper over to the shortstop. Bounces just high above his head. He grabs his glove up anyway and scoops it. No, and that's going to bounce before it gets to the first baseman. So getting on base with an E6 and advancing all the way to second. So the Blue Sox have their first base runner.
And now they got a runner at second with no outs.
So Blue Sox in response are threatening here early.
Let's hope they can take advantage of the throwing error early on, as they have Jackson Phillips due up, playing left field. Jackson Phillips is out of Feather River College.
There's strike 1.
Standing 6'1", 205 pounds. Ooh, takes low for ball 1. Great take by him. This count's even up at 1-1 apiece. They'll need this run here because it is still within reach, but they need to attack early as well. As he takes for strike 2, swing and a miss.
Bo Carr, one of the later additions to the Bootleggers roster. The 1-2. That's a chopper over to third. Base runner doesn't advance. Throw it over to first for out number 1.
If he would have hit it to the right side towards second base, that would have advanced him, but he ended up rolling. He ended up chopping it right to the third baseman.
Yeah, Vela kept an eye on Evan Ribley, who was at second. He sees he wants to stay. Good awareness, though, too, because some of them just take off, forgetting that there's no one on first base, meaning they can stay if they elect to.
Yeah, great check by the third baseman.
There's a chopper over to the shortstop. He fields it. Going to throw it over to first. And gets it this time, a 6-3 for out number 2. On the first pitch of the at-bat to Jack Schaefer, that advances Evan Ribley to third base.
Yeah, great throw by the shortstop. He was all the way by the outfield grass. Made a nice strong throw accurately to get him out. And now they got 2 outs with the runner at third.
Yeah, so the shortstop Herzog with that throwing error, but they're 1 out away for them not getting penalized for it.
Yeah,
Sometimes like infielders, they make small errors and then they come back strong and don't let that hurt their team. Oh, this has popped up. I lost it. Oh, there it is. It's going towards the second baseman. He's trying to get underneath it and making the catch, staring straight up into the sky. And caught by Rivero for out number 3. So that error doesn't end up mattering. The Bootleggers are up 3-0 after 1. We'll be right back with the top of the second.
Somewhere down there is you. And just like us, you're an amazing Palm Springs vacation home. I bet we have a lot in common. Elevated, yet down to earth. A place to soak it up, sip it down, and make a splash. A place where staying in is even better than going out. Not just a place for visiting, a place for living in the moment. That moment when vacation dreams become reality. You're one of Palm Springs' best kept secrets. Let's show you off. Because you're so much more than just a home. You're a destination. You're an adventure. You're an idyllic escape. You're a happy place.
Replaced or repaired? Then Company. We do it all. New installs, for over 100 years, committed to bringing you the garage doors, covers, and accessories. Whether a garage door for your home, efficient commercial door for your better integrated door industrial application, see the Red Ribbon logo, the genuine, the door products and service. The Red Ribbon for products that are reliable and safe. Our service technicians are trained, knowledgeable, and background checked. Our continued success is due to our exceptional employees. Call 760-772-3667. Overhead Door Company. We sell the best and service the rest.
Look out to the leader. Overhead Door.
Top of the second we go. Bootleggers able to keep the Blue Sox scoreless in the bottom first, so they have a 3-run lead. Murdica still on the mound for the Blue Sox. Face the bottom of the order, 8, 9, 10, Aiden Needles, Zachary Perro, and Brady Bickett. There's ball 1.
Eddie Noodles out of San Dieguito Academy, a recent 2025 graduate.
The 1-0 pitch outside over the opposite batter's box, ball 2.
Currently batting .333. He did have a 2-hit game back on May 12th against the Rush, going 2 for 3 and scoring twice.
Oh, swing and a miss, strike 1. He's out ahead of that pitch.
Ooh, missed low for ball 3. Great eye by him so far. Let's see if Murdica could reestablish himself in this inning, turning the page from the first.
Swing and a miss, so first full count of the late morning.
And Murdica worked his way back up to a full count as he was down 3-1. Got him swinging there.
That cutter is tough. It's tough to hit, especially from right-handed batters going up against right-handed pitchers.
Hits him with the pitch, and another hit by pitch for him.
So back-to-back leadoff HBPs, and coming to the plate now is the designated hitter Zachary Perro.
Now, Needles doesn't have any stolen bases yet, but don't be surprised if they try to attempt one here. Zachary Perro out of Cisco College, standing 5'10", 205 pounds. Had a hit last game against the Jacks on the 13th of June.
Ball 1.
These batters remain patient, waiting for the first pitch strike or anything that's within close of the strike zone.
I'll check over to first. Aiden Needles is safe.
Just keep checking the runner just in case.
And there's strike 1. And again, the catcher checks over this time. Needles is safe once again. Something I like here in the PSCL is they have umpires the same two umpires work the double headers, and they switch positions after each so they can both get experience. A swing and a miss. There's strike 2.
Yeah, it's always about the game of adjustments too, which is great. Now he's up in the count 1-2 with no outs.
Hitting the right field and moving back is Mitchell Denny, and making the catch, shielding his eyes from the sun for out number 1.
Yeah, he got under that one. And luckily, he was out for a strike for a first out. Still with the runner on first on the top of the second inning. Have a chance to turn a double play here and come out unscathed, which is what they're hoping for. As they're down 3-0 early on.
Murdica's trying to throw a pitch where he makes contact right on the middle of the swing. And there's another check over with Surf. They're going to keep, he's safe. They're going to try throwing pick plays. That's the strategy early on for Blue Sox. They're playing aggressively.
Yeah, making sure the runners won't even try to attempt to steal second.
There's ball 1.
Brady Pickett's playing center field today.
A two-way player. He's pitched before for the Bootleggers, but today now he's playing out in center field.
Yeah, a lot of the players are pitchers, which is great to see. We missed him for ball 2. Brady Pickett is out of Charleston Southern, currently a sophomore year, standing 5'10", 170 pounds. Got a hit and a run against the A's on June 16th. They won 7-8. Currently on a 3-game win streak.
Murdica taking a deep breath, taking his time, delivers. Ball 3.
A lot on the line for both of these teams.
Yeah, Bootleggers want to improve to 5-2. Blue Sox don't want to fall below 500.
Yeah, they're currently a game and a half back behind first place. So this is a must-win for them. Takes for strike 1 as he's up in the count 3-1, still with 1 out.
Foul that back, it's another full count.
Murdica worked his way back again. Falling behind in the count, and he gets back up. That's what happened with Aiden Needles. It was down 3-1 and ended up coming back to have a full count, but wasn't able to put him away as he hit him.
The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. So there's out number 2, and stealing second successfully is Aiden Needles. The throw was on time, but the ball bounced out of the glove ever so slightly. So Needles safe, and now he's in scoring position.
And way to bounce back to get the second out of the game with the strikeout. And now you have Maddox Farrow, who was a hit by pitch in his first at bat, but scored.
Strike 1.
Let's see if Murdica could lock in here, leaving the runner stranded at second to have the deficit down to 3-0.
Hit it right up the middle. That's going to go into center field, and looks like they're going to hold up the base runner at third. So a single advances Aiden Needles 90 feet away from scoring the 4th run of the game for the Bootleggers, and Maddox Farrell now has his first hit.
Yeah,
1 for 1.
Smartly so, too. The center fielder threw it right in. Threw it in right away. Excuse me. And that'd be their 3rd hit of the game. And now we have Giovanni Liberti, the extra hitter who walked and scored. So now you got runners in the corners with 2 outs here in the top of the 2nd inning. Murdica got himself in a jam.
Yeah, Bootleggers putting up some fireworks. Oh, this has popped up in foul territory, but it's playable. We'll see if they catch it, and they do. That's Reese Martinez retiring Giovanni Liberti on the first pitch. So the Bootleggers are threatening again in the top of the 2nd, but no runs come around. They're still up 3-0. We go to the bottom, where the Blue Sox will have 5, 6, 7 due up. We'll be back.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Bottom of the second, Bootleggers lead the Blue Sox 3-0, and due up for the Blue Sox, Gino Girardi, Carter Martinez, and Mitchell Denny. Here's the first pitch from Bo Carr, ball one.
Bo Carr had a great first inning. Allowed no hits and no runs. It's a pitch to contact type of inning, as all the balls were hit to their fielders, but they were able to get the outs.
The only base runner on base because of a throwing error, but here we are again. There's strike one.
Yeah, but the shortstop was able to turn the page and make a great play to get the out at first.
And speaking of turning the page, that's exactly what the Bootleggers were, the Blue Sox were able to do on defense in the top of the second. As when there was an HBP on before, it tacked on 1 run and two runs scored in that first inning as well. And after that, so that in total of 3. Check swing, did he go? He did not. There's a full count. And when they went to the second, they were able to adjust more easily. And Burdica got his second strikeout. They were able to strand the runners. No runners came on, and that's exactly what the Blue Sox had to do.
Ooh, takes for ball 4. Yeah, it could have easily snowballed for him again, but he was able to lock in, have him fly out to the right fielder, a strikeout, and had the first baseman recover it for the third out to get out of the inning, stranding a runner. And now they have a chance to attack back here and get one on the board with the leadoff runner on at first base.
Check over to first. Girardi is safe.
That'll be the first walk issued by Carr here in the bottom of the second inning.
Check swing. It's in the zone anyway. Strike one.
And now we have Carter Martinez, the third baseman, batting right now. He's out of Owasso. He's going to be attending Owasso College as he just graduated from high school. Ooh, missed away for ball 1. His last game was against the Rush. He had 2 hit by pitchers and a stolen base.
The 1-1 pitch. Nose.
Ooh, and he got him picked off. Oh,
the 1-3, the rare caught stealing attempt. And there's 1 out in the bottom second.
Yeah, just like you mentioned earlier, it's a little harder for righties to pick up the runner at first, but that was no issue for Bo right there, as he picked him up to get the first out.
It looked like he slid in time and had his hand on the bag. The issue must have been that it was over it, or the glove touched him ever so slightly before he made contact with the bag. So it's a 1-2 count. No runners on after that walk. Now the 1-3 caught stealing. The 1-2 pitch. And that was a hit by pitch, and Carter Martinez will go to first, so they kind of make up for it.
Now you're asking yourself, do you think they're going to regret getting picked up at first because they could have had runners with first and second with no out still.
It really depends on how the rest of this inning goes. There's just that factor of the unknown that says, man, had there not been a pickoff and he had 2 runners on with no outs, I mean, we could have like put on some runners or put some runs on the board. But we have to wait until this inning. We see how this inning goes until we make that judgment.
Yeah, it could have been more pressure on Bo to throw more strikes, and they might have been able to start swinging the bats more. But now it's a 1 out with the runner at first.
This popped into right center field, moving over and falling down and making the catch. Excellent play is Brady Bickett for out number 2 on the 1-0 pitch.
Great read by the center fielder, coming in hard to catch that.
And what I like about that is he made sure the glove, or the ball was in his glove before he made that catch. Then he let his balance take himself to the ground. He did not want to fall too early and have it go behind him. That would have been very costly. So great job by Bickett.
Yeah, it was hit very softly, but it still stayed up with enough time for him to get there too. And now we have Jalen Woodley, the second baseman, coming up, playing second base.
There's ball 1.
He's out of King University, standing 5'8", 175 pounds.
Ball 2.
He was 1 for 3 in his last game against the Chill. Had a walk and a run and scored in and came in to score.
Ball 3, and that one grazing close to his elbow. Carr still looking for his first strikeout.
He's been a pitch to contact guy, but nothing wrong with that. As the defense seems to be making the plays besides the one error.
Oh, the check over. Just a little warning shot. Carter Martinez safe.
Not taking a big lead there, but you never know. They could be sleeping on first base.
He says, if I could do it once, I could probably do it again. But the Blue Sox are going to be more on their toes and not let that happen. So there's a 4-pitch walk. That advances Carter Martinez to second. 2 runners on with 2 outs in the bottom second inning. Bootleggers lead the Blue Sox 3-0, and the catcher's going out to talk with Carr.
Yeah, the Blue Sox putting pressure on Carr right now as they keep getting runners on. And now we have Taylor Diaz up to bat. From Grossmont College, will be starting his freshman year, standing 6'5", 250 pounds. In his last game, he had a hit, a walk, and came in to score twice against the Chill. Still in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. Blue Sox looking to get on the board already.
Strike 1 in the bottom of the zone.
Taylor Diaz is the extra hitter here. And just to remind you guys, in the PSCL, they do have 10 batters. And go 7 innings or 2 hours, whichever comes first.
Ball 1, he tries to get the same placement just a little bit lower.
Yeah, nothing wrong with going back to that same pitch. It's down, and low.
If it worked for you before, don't necessarily go away from it now.
And they could easily get on top of it and just roll it over, making soft contact, as he's been doing today. But Diaz takes for ball 2. It's currently a 2-1 count with 2 outs.
And tomorrow the Power will be taking on the Colton Nighthawks here at the field. Strike 2 finds a zone with the same pitch he went with in the first pitch of the at-bat.
Big opportunity right here for the Blue Sox. Got a runner at second, down 3-0. Base hit could potentially bring him in.
That's a chopper. It's going to go over the head of Carr, and it's going to get into center field, getting in between the gap of the shortstop and the second baseman. And getting the relay in time is Brady Bickett to keep the runners from scoring. Excellent job.
Great 2-strike hitting by Taylor Diaz. Now he had the bases loaded as they moved station to station. And now you have Carson Reed, the catcher, coming up to bat with 2 outs, down by 3. Big at bat right here early on.
It's pop foul.
Carson Reed's going to be attending Cuesta College as he's a recent 2025 high school graduate. Has 3 multi-hit games. Currently batting .538, so this is the perfect guy to have right here with bases loaded. Takes for ball 1, count is even up 1-1 apiece.
Loaded bases. Carr looking to get out of a jam. The 1-1 in the dirt. Ball 2.
Yeah, in Reed's last game, he had 2 RBIs with a double and a hit. So it looks like he's starting to turn it up a bit right here. And the hitters count up 2-1 with 2 outs.
The 2-1 pitch. It's a comebacker right up the middle. There'll be a quick 1-3 put out to keep the Blue Sox scoreless, and the Bootleggers get out of a jam. After 2, they lead the Blue Sox 3-0. We're going to the top of the 3rd. We'll be right back.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Hey, Coachella Valley, Patrick Summers here, General Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Spring is here and summer is right behind it. Don't get caught with a broken air conditioning system. Call us now. Let us get a tune-up done. We're offering a special for $79. It comes with a seasonal guarantee. Call our team today. Get yourself scheduled before the heat hits. Be proactive, not reactive. Go ahead and book at callthegeneral.com or call our offices and we'll get you taken care of.
Welcome back to the top of the 3rd. Murdica going to face 3, 4, 5 in the order of the Bootleggers. It's Noah Ariola, Renee Vela, and Isaac Herzog. As the Bootleggers lead 3-0, they got out of a jam in the bottom second with loaded bases.
Yeah, shout out to Carr for getting out of a bases loaded jam.
There's ball 1.
Nola Ariola is a current high school graduate. Had 3 hits and 3 at-bats. Had a perfect day.
This popped up. I lost it. Now it's going foul.
And that was against the A's on the 16th of June.
And sometimes when the sky is so like light blue, it almost like it like camouflages the ball. I can't see where it goes, and I have to look at the eyes of the infielders and outfielders. That's the case today. 1-1 gets a piece of that, goes foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And Mordica's already ahead in the count, 1-2. Had some trouble in the first inning, but it looks like he seemed to move on from it and attack the zone. He throws low for ball 2. The count's even up at 2-2. Ariola's had a sac fly in the first inning to bring in a run. Seems to be very well with runners in scoring position as he has 5 RBIs, 6 counting today.
There's ball 3, who will lead off full count.
Now, he's already had 3 full counts so far. A lot of pitches thrown in the first 2 innings.
Ground over the shortstop. Scoops it up. Throws it over to first for out number 1. That put out was Ribley to Reese Martinez.
He was able to go out of that one without walking him or hitting him. Great way to start off the inning.
Yeah, leadoff man retired for the first time today. Going for the Bootleggers. Now here we are with Rene Vela, who's wearing a blue helmet, conflicted on what team he's playing for. We see this all the time, don't we? In
Yeah,
PSCL.
it's always funny to see.
First pitch. Swings at that. Oh, that goes foul. For a split second, it looked like it was going to be fair right to the first baseman.
Now, Vela's out of Cisco College. Standing 6'3", 208 pounds. Had a hit and scored in his last game against the A's.
The 0-1 pitch from Murdica. Check swing. That's a ball.
Currently has a game in back-to-back games. Gets one today, he'll be on a 3-game hit streak. He also had a sac fly in the first inning to bring it in a run as well. 0 for 0.
Ball 2.
Murdica's been getting behind in the counts now as he's down 2-1. Ooh, just missed for ball 3. What an eye by Vela not swinging at that one.
The 3-1 pitch. Strike 2. Oh, and Rene Vela thought he had ball 4. So back-to-back full counts to start the top of the 3rd inning.
What a pitch to get back into the count. Now he evened it up at 3-2 with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning.
The payoff pitch. There's ball 4.
And now we have Isaac Herzog, who had a single and scored as well in the first inning. He's currently 1 for 1. But a double play here does get him out of the inning. Vela currently doesn't have any stolen bases yet, but wouldn't be surprised if he tried to attempt one here.
Isaac Herzog takes ball 1. He showed bunt, pulled the bat back.
Ooh, checks him again. Making sure he doesn't go anywhere. Herzog is also out of Cisco College. Had a home run and a single in his last game with 3 RBIs. So watch out for this guy. Ooh, missed away for ball 2. Herzog is playing shortstop today. Standing 5'10", 180 pounds.
Finds the zone on that. There's strike 1. He's been going with the same pitch so far in this at-bat against Herzog. And, you know, there seems to be some sort of pattern. He sees that left side as a weakness for him. He grounds it in fair territory, and that's quickly scooped up by Reese Martinez, and he tags first base on the fielder's choice and can't get Rene Vela out in time. So 2 outs in the top of the 3rd, 1 runner in scoring position for the Bootleggers.
Great way to cover and have him roll over into the first base. Recording the second now, but now he's standing on second with 2 outs. And now you have Declan Rivera, who also had a hit in his first inning.
Oh, just soaring over the head of the shortstop Ribley, and that will drive home a run. It's going to be 4-0 Bootleggers with the RBI single by Declan Rivera on the first pitch of the at-bat.
Yeah, way to be aggressive, swinging at the first pitch strike. Still with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. Bootleggers just adding on to the lead. Just been getting singles. Has been no extra base hit so far, but they are taking advantage of the hit by pitches and walks. As he has 2 walks and 2 hit pitches so far.
4 singles, 2 sacrifice flies. Both of those sac flies got a run home. And yeah, it's been a hitting clinic so far for the Bootleggers. Now up here is Hayden Tanksley. Had a little kind of a bloop pop out to shortstop. Swings at that first pitch, it goes foul. No balls, 1 strike.
It looks like they're being aggressive here. They're swinging at the first pitch now. Seems like they're switching up their strategy. Checks. He's been checking burners today.
I think he kind of set in that tone when the 2 first batters he faced, one was an HBP and one got on because of a walk. I think that kind of set him in that tone to try and get them stealing. He hasn't yet. There's strike 2.
Now he's up in the count. 0-2. Let's see if we can put him away. Limit the damage. It'll be a big one here, keeping the deficit at 4-0. To give his team a chance to come back.
Oh, is that an HBP? It is, and so now Declan Rivera will advance to second. Hayden Tanksley will go to first.
And now you got Aiden Needles, who was also hit by pitch in his first at bat.
Yeah, Aiden Needles was hit by a pitch to lead off in the second.
But if you're the Bootleggers, this is your opportunity just to pile it on right here.
And so far, through 3 innings, the Blue Sox on defense are averaging 6 plate appearances per game. Now this will be the 18th. There's ball 1. Or at least in this per inning, not per game, my bad. 6 plate appearances per inning.
Murdica seems to be getting ahead in the counts, but it's just he can't finish up the batters. As he throws it for strike 1 here. But there's still a lot of baseball left. Only in the top of the 3rd inning.
Murdica peering back behind him and over to his right at both base runners. There's ball 2. On deck is Zachary Perro. Ball 3.
And Needles had to step back a little bit. It was coming right in on him. Now it's a hitter's count. He's up 3-1. Murdica was able to get back into counts.
There's strike 2, and we have a full count here with 2 outs in the top of the 3rd. Bootleggers leading the Blue Sox 4-0.
That's the one thing that Murdica's been doing lately. He'll be behind in the count, and all of a sudden he gets back right in it, throwing back-to-back strikes sometimes. So he's putting the pressure on the offense too, for them to swing at the ball.
Oh, that's comebacker. It's going to go right to Murdica on the mound, and it'll be a 1-3 putout over to Reese Martinez. So 1 run comes home for the Bootleggers. They now lead 4-0 after 2.5. We're going into the bottom of the 3rd, where it's top of the order due up for the Blue Sox. We'll be right back.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection, and an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
Bottom of the third, Blue Sox trailing 4-0. Top of the order due up, it's Riebley, Phillips, and Schaefer. Carr still pitching for the Bootleggers. Fouls his pitch off way deep over to the visiting batting cages. Strike one.
Yeah, Blue Sox need to start putting some runners on, as they're already down 4-0. But as I mentioned earlier, they still got a lot of game left.
Fouls that off too. Are they going to say that's fair? No, that is foul. So no balls, 2 strikes. They had a good chance in the bottom of the second inning with loaded bases and 2 outs, but the ground out 1-3 by Carson Reed squandered their chance to put some runs on the board. Now Evan Riebley is down in the count.
Yeah, that was their opportunity right there to maybe cut it in half as they scored another one.
Fouls off again in that area. Just seems like there's a magnet attracting every single hit that goes into foul territory. Riebley reached on E6 in the first. There's strike 3. He goes down looking. 1 away in the bottom third.
And now we have Jackson Phillips, left fielder, who grounded out to third base to record the first out of the inning. First time around.
Yeah, left-handed batter going up against a right-handed pitcher. Usually this favors the batter, and we see right now a pretty decent gap in between the first and second baseman. That's Arriola and Rivero. There's strike 1. So maybe might rope something through there, but Tanksley has shown that he's very alert and has very good instincts.
Oh, swing and a miss. He was out in front of that one. Great pitch. Now he's ahead in the count 0-2. Bo Carr's been having a great game so far. He's only had 2 walks and a hit by pitch.
Oh, just outside. He's painting the corner of the zone.
You got to give credit to Phillips, though. He took a great pitch, a breaking pitch down and away. Could have easily swung at that, but decided to let it go.
Yeah, he could have gotten the bat underneath that, maybe carried it. There it is again. This is going to go into center field, and chasing it down was a little too ahead when chasing it. Then he had to kind of backtrack. That was Bickett. So 1 out single puts the Bootleggers in a good position to tack on some runs. Here's Jack Schaefer.
Great 2-strike hitting, too, as Phillips was behind in the count. Was able to rope it down to center field.
Jack Schaefer's from West Lafayette, Indiana. Actually lives just a block away from Purdue University, and was a big Purdue fan. His first memory of Purdue sports was losing those giant foam hands when he was about 3 years old, he was telling me. Fouls that off.
And Jake Schaefer is currently having a 3-game hit streak. He's been on a good one so far. Has 2 hits, a double, and a home run against the Chill June 16th.
He enjoyed going to the basketball games for Purdue when Zach Edey was on the team, and they went to the national championship against UConn. So that was a fun year for him. Got to see a lot of exciting games, and he said his ears were ringing after because the arena was just going so crazy.
Yeah, college sports is always having a loud atmosphere.
There's ball 1. College sports, the fans technically, or not technically, I say, they seem to be more passionate. There seems to be more of a turnout, but it's as far as entertainment value, for me and for a lot of people, it's just pro sports just usurp college sports. It's just because that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, because some of those guys never end up going pro, but they make it, they make those memories last as they'll play every game hard.
It's hard to go pro in any sport, and you can be great at the college level, and maybe they don't necessarily think you're good enough for the pro level. And there's many players who don't get that chance. There's ball 2.
Count's even up in 2-2 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
But Purdue, his parents also used to go to a lot of football games back when Drew Brees was the quarterback in the late 90s and 2000. They went to the Rose Bowl against Washington. Drew Brees was the third in the Heisman voting. They fell to Washington 34-24 in the 2001 Rose Bowl. And his parents and family members have a lot of great memories of watching Purdue when Drew Brees was there.
Ooh, he didn't like that call.
So he'll go down looking for out number 2, and there's still a runner on first. That's Jackson Phillips. Here's Reese Martinez.
He he grounded out to the second baseman in his first time around. Now we got 2 outs with the runner on first. Blue Sox were only able to get 2 hits so far in the game. He takes for ball 1 here. Reese Martinez is playing first base today. It's out of Arkansas Rich Mountain University.
Grounds that. It's going to go to the shortstop just out of his reach into left field. So there's a 2-out single that'll advance Jackson Phillips to second base. So now a runner scoring position for the Blue Sox. They still have work to do.
Yeah, the one thing that's nice about the Blue Sox is they have bases loaded in the last inning, but they couldn't get anything with it. But now they have runners on first and second. They just continue to put pressure on Bo as they're looking to get their first run.
This is Gino Girardi here. He walked in the second, was caught stealing. It was a 1-3 putout for the first out in the last inning. There's strike 1.
Bo checks the runner at second.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2, and the Blue Sox are down to their final strike.
They need to get a rally going too as they're down 4 runs, but this is their chance again. A runner in scoring position, a base hit could bring him in.
Swing and a miss, and that's how the 3rd inning ends. With 2 of the runners stranded, all 3 outs came by Ks for Carr. We're going to the top of the 4th with the Bootleggers still leading the Blue Sox 4-0. We'll be right back.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including 1 mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. Oh, look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Welcome back to the top of the 4th inning. We have a relief pitcher on the mound for the Blue Sox. It's Brandon Siqueiros, number 11. He'll face 9-10-1 in the order. Leading off is Zachary Perro. After him, Brady Bickett and Maddox Farrell. Pop that back against the net. No balls, 1 strike. The final line for Murdica. 3 innings pitched, 61 pitches, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 4 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. And that drifting into right field foul territory, chasing it down as quick as he can, and he's going to have to go back to the plate. Good hit, almost fair, just about a foot to the right of the third base line.
Yeah, just a hair off the line too. A lot of foul ground they have to cover though, so you have to be getting really good jumps if you're in the outfield. But now he's down to 0-2 in the count. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Excuse me, top of the 4th.
The 0-2 pitch from Siqueiros. Ball 1.
Brandon Siqueiros, his last game pitched 3.1 innings with 3 earned runs, but he has 5 strikeouts.
The 1-2 pitch. Ooh, there's a pass ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The count's even up now. Let's see if they could get the leadoff guy off again. Because in the first 2 innings, the Bootleggers had the leadoff guy go on first base, but last inning, they were able to retire him. It's very important if you're down. I mean, if you're up, you always want to continue getting outs when you can and keep the leadoff guy off.
Ball 3, so Siqueiros was ahead in the count. Now he's worked it to full. It's a pitcher's count now for Perro.
Looks like he's just making some adjustments real quick on the mound to get comfortable. Perro flied out to the right fielder his first time around.
Payoff pitch. And that's fouled off. He stays alive at the plate.
Yeah, way to fight it off. This is going to be its 7th pitch in the at-bat. Making Brandon Siqueiros work for his first out.
There's ball 4, and he was confident that was going to be a ball 4 before the call. And so a leadoff walk for the Bootleggers.
That'll be the 3rd time this game that the leadoff guys got on first. The only time that didn't happen was back in the 3rd inning.
And Brady Bick is at the plate now, and just like Perro before him this inning, in the last inning, he had a full count when he struck out swinging. Ball 1.
Brady Bickett's currently batting .273. He's having a great start to the season.
The 1-0 pitch. Low and outside. Ball 2. And they're going to have an infield meeting. Talk to Siqueiros.
And maybe to calm them down a bit. They're still up 4-0, but you don't want to give the Bootleggers a chance. I mean, they're losing 4-0, so this is your... You got to start throwing some strikes, pounding the zone, make the batters roll over, do whatever you can to keep them off the base pads. Because once they get on, they seem to be bringing them in for runs. Still no movement down there for the Bootleggers.
All right, look like infield meeting is about over. Blue Sox have work to do. They're down 4-0 with no outs in the top of the 4th.
The Bootleggers are taking advantage of all the free runners they get on base. as they have 4 hits so far. Getting a hit in every inning.
Pops that into foul territory. Out of play.
That's a 2-1 count. It's going to be a lefty-lefty matchup here, so Murdica does have a chance. I mean, excuse me. Securos does have a chance.
And pick off attempt over at first, and Perro's safe.
Securos is out of Xavier College Prep. He's a recent high school graduate.
Strike 2.
Big pitch right here to record his first out of the inning.
Ball 3, and there's another full count. That's the second time for Brady Bickett and the second time this inning.
Having a little bit of trouble finding his zone. But with Securos, he does have a good amount of strikeouts. In 4 innings pitched, he has 6.
That's hitting the right field. It's going to get down and find some green. And, oh, going behind him. And will that result in extra bases? Yes, it will. So the single by Brady Bickett, advancing Zachary Perro to second. But then the fielding error by the right fielder moves both base runners up one more. So now Zachary Perro's at third, and Brady Bickett is at second.
Misplayed it for sure. But now the Bootleggers have runners on second and third with no outs. With Maddox Farrell coming up to bat as he has a hit in his last at bat. The infield's playing in now. Trying to prevent any runs trying to come in again.
Yeah, here's Farrell, a run scored and a hit.
Let's see if Murdica can work it out of this jam here. Oh, missed away for ball 2. Still looking for his first out. Here in the top of the 4th inning, currently in a jam of a 2-0 count, and runners at second and third.
Yeah. Securos, there's ball 3, and 1 ball away from loading the bases with no outs. And as a left-handed pitcher, he doesn't have any base runners in his line of sight. He has to turn his head around. There's one to his left and one directly behind him.
It's a lefty-lefty matchup.
There's strike 1. He found the outside corner of the zone.
Yeah, let's see if he could be doing what Carr did earlier. He'll get behind the count and find his way back in it. Ooh, just missed outside for ball 4.
Loaded bases, no outs in the top of the 4th. Bootleggers lead 4-0 so far here against the Blue Sox, and they're threatening to put on more runs. This could get disastrous for the Blue Sox.
Yeah, but the Blue Sox also have the chance to tag any base if it's a soft hit in the infield. So let's see if Securos can work his magic here. She throws it for strike 1 on the first pitch. Still no outs. Here in the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, we haven't had a triple play yet here in the PSCL or the Power this summer, and that's one of the promos we give out if there's a triple play, but not during the PSCL games. But yes, we're waiting to see one. There's the 1-1 pitch. There's strike 2.
There we go. Now Securos is finding his groove. Open the count 1-2. Bases loaded. I missed down and in for ball 2. Even up to count of 2-2. Giovanni walked in his first at bat and flied out in his second. Currently 0 for 1. Ooh, now full up the count at 3-2. It's getting real interesting here. Has nowhere to put him.
Mr. Caros this is his third full count of the inning, and not making it easy. The payoff pitch. It's grounded over to the third baseman. It'll be a 5-2 put out to tag the leading runner out. And then it'll be a 2-3 over to first to tag out the batter. That's Giovanni Liberti. So a 5-2-3 double play. Something else you don't usually see every day. So there's 2 outs.
The umpire called him safe. They just got the out at home, and then he bait out the throw.
Oh, see, it looked like it was on time to me. My apologies. Good catch. I was looking down on my scorebook to
Oh,
write
no
that
worries.
in.
It was close, too.
Yeah.
Jez legged it out. Hit soft enough just for him to beat out the throw. Would have been big if they got the double play there, but they have at least they got an out, though. That's all that matters at this point. Get the first out, and now another double play could get him out of this inning.
There's strike 1 for Arriola.
No runs came in on that one, as they threw home first, and then tried to get him at first, but he just legged it out.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Yeah, the triple play there was not necessarily possible because the third baseman fielded it in the infield grass, not on the dirt, and so having to throw it, having to go over to the base to tag it and then throw to second and first would have been impossible. That's going to be a fair ball. It bounces over third base and then into foul territory. So 1 run comes home. 2 runs come home. It's a 2 RBI double for Noah Arriola. It's now 6-0 Bootleggers over the Blue Sox here in the top of the 4th inning.
Just stayed inside the line, too. Out of the third baseman's reach. Did everything he could to get that ball, or to at least stop it from going any farther.
Now here's Rene Vela. No at-bats yet because he had a sacrifice fly and he had a walk. So 0 for 0, technically, you could say.
Would have been a big double play. But now they got the infield in again. He takes for ball 1. Vela had a sac fly earlier and a walk. And he's currently up in the count 1-0 with 1 out.
Sakaros delivers. There's ball 2.
Two men in scoring position at second and third.
This is popped high in foul infield territory, looking for it, and it bounces. Oh, the catcher made a good read on it. Just couldn't get there. He stopped right in front of his teammate. That was Carson Reed, and so there will be a 2 balls, 1 strike.
That would have been a tough play either way.
Yeah,
as the team is sitting right in front of the dugout. And the ball landed there too, so a lot of going on in that area.
Yeah, the teammates would gladly get out of their way so their teammate can make a catch. It's just that one is particularly hard because the closest person to it had to kind of have his head up at an awkward angle to keep his eye on it the whole time.
Yeah, those are always tough too when it gets close to the dugout. You don't know where the railing's at either, so you gotta have good awareness around there.
Yep. Sometimes you just have to put your body on the line for the team, and in this case, when they're down 6-0 in the top of the 4th inning with 1 out, some risky plays are justified.
Yeah, they gotta get anything they can to get an out here. They're struggling to get outs, but still would have been tough. Oh, is there a pinch runner?
I'm not sure what happened right there, but
Runner's interference, maybe? Is that
no runner's interference. It went nowhere near third, but either way, there's
maybe by the third baseman. Whoa.
The third baseman got after the umpires made a decision. They're saying, "Hey, yeah, the third baseman is out. We're gonna figure out exactly what the reason for that is." So there's pop foul.
Strike 2 right here. Even up a count 2-2. That's a very interesting call. We'll go ahead and get more info on that.
Yeah, it happened in the pause after that foul ball. there was nothing. It wasn't a balk because that would have advanced the runner at second as well. So, not sure exactly what that was. So it's a 2-2. That is hitting the left field and moving over to his right to make the grab is Phillips for out number 3. So a runner at third is tagged out. We're not sure exactly why, but the Bootleggers tag on 2 more runs. They lead 6-0 over the Blue Sox. We're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. We'll be right back.
There's something winning in the agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, it's the bottom of the 4th inning now. The Blue Sox trail 6-0. So we got an explanation on exactly what happened there, as we'll get you the info real fast. And as it looks like we'll see. Carter Martinez leading off for the Blue Sox. 0-1 count. Bo Carr still pitching for the Bootleggers. What happened was that was runner's interference tagged on the runner at third base, which was Giovanni Liberti at the time, collided with the third baseman, was looking to make a play on that foul ball right in front of the Blue Sox dugout.
And he got him looking too with strike 3, breaking pitch, 3 straight strikes. Great way to start off the inning.
1, 2, 3. 3 strikes, 3 pitches. Now here's Mitchell Denny, the right fielder.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for the Bootleggers.
Well, they do have a 6-run cushion, and not a play you see every day, and I missed it.
Yeah, I was paying attention to see if the catcher would make the play in front of his teammates. He was really close too.
The 1-1 pitch. This is hitting the left field. Will it carry enough to get over to Farrell? It does. So there's 2 outs on 6 pitches. And Bo Carr doing a great job with damage control. He's now up to 4 strikeouts on the day and only 3 hits.
Yeah, great day so far. He hasn't had a full count yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, no, he hasn't. It's only been a 2-2 count twice.
There's ball 1.
Been great pounding the zone and throwing for strikes. And leaving nothing over the plate. Ooh, just missed for ball 2. Great pitch.
Now on deck, we got Taylor Diaz, the extra hitter. The first Blue Sox to get a hit today. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Bootleggers currently up over the Blue Sox 6-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's currently a 2-1 count with 2 outs. Bootleggers have 6 hits. Blue Sox have 3. Takes for ball 3, counts 3-1. 2 outs.
The 3-1. There's a 2-out walk. Jalen Woodley gets on base. Now he's been walked in both of his plate appearances. Here comes Taylor Diaz.
Diaz had a hit in his first at bat, making it 1-for-1 for the moment. Ooh, Woodley looks like he's dancing over there, trying to throw off Carr, excuse me. Now we'll see if he tries to take second. Takes for ball 1.
And not too many stolen bases in these 2 games we've called so far here today. There's only been 1 thus far in this game. There's strike 1.
Taylor Diaz is currently batting .273 this summer. Great eye by him. He's ahead in the count 2-1. Still with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Down 6-0. This is their chance with Woodley on the base pads as he has some speed over there. Hitting the gap could potentially bring him in. And there he goes.
Nope, decides to go back. Oh, the throw is not in time.
Ooh, just got back in time. He might have had it too if he didn't fall.
Yeah, and the first baseman, he was a little far off the bag, close to the home plate.
Yeah, he had a great jump too.
Hit into center field. Moving back is Bickett. Over his head. It's off the wall. It's not a ground rule double, but it will be an RBI double for Taylor Diaz as he brings home Jalen Woodley. Now the Blue Sox are on the board. The score is 6-1.
Great hit by Diaz. Got all of that. A 1 hopper to the wall. And mind you, this stadium is built for professionals as it's 400 dead center.
It was, first built for the Angels to play spring training. It's a minor league ball. And so these players hoping to go pro, certainly getting a feel of what it is to get a home run in a major league stadium with major league field sizes.
Yeah, great swing too to have it go over the head of the speedy center fielder. He had no chance because that ball was just roped. Brody Pickett was able to throw it in and keep him at a double.
So an infield meeting. Bootleggers still leading 6-1. Now at the bottom of the order with Carson Reed.
Now that if they could use this to their advantage, maybe get a little 2-out rally going to cut down the lead. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Carson Reed's currently batting .538, having a monstrous summer.
Well, there's ball 1 for Carson Reed, and the wild pitch results in Taylor Diaz advancing to third. So the count is 1 ball, no strikes. Carson Reed 0 for 1 so far today. And Taylor Diaz, who's at third, is 2 for 2.
The bottom 3 of the lineup is doing great. Woodley batting 8 with 2 walks scored. There goes strike 2. Diaz has 2 hits, a double and an RBI. And Carson Reed's putting the ball in play. So the bottom of the lineup is doing great so far. Swung at that one.
The 1-1 pitch swings and misses. Way out ahead of that one. It didn't make contact with the ball. Missed by a couple of inches. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck is Evan Ribley in the top of the order. And Carr retired the first 2 batters he faced in this inning. Next 2 gone with a walk and a hit. This is going to be hit in the left field and just out of reach of Farrell. That will bring home a run. And there's a back-to-back RBI doubles for the Blue Sox. They're finally getting some momentum.
And it's great to see. They've had it. They had the chances earlier too, but they just couldn't bring them in. Bases loaded at one point, and they had nothing, and they couldn't do anything with it. But now they're starting to build some momentum here, just like you mentioned, with 2 outs still. The bottom of the 4th inning.
So the score is 6-2. Bootleggers lead. They've cut away a third of their deficit. And now here's Evan Rebley, the shortstop.
Slowly fighting their way back.
Swings at the first pitch, and that goes foul over by the visitors' stands.
Evan Rebley reached on an error and struck out his first 2 times. But he has a chance to turn it around here with the runner at second.
The 0-1. There's strike 2.
What a pitch.
And they do not like that call, and you can hear the disapproval from the Blue Sox dugout. They're shouting, "No way, no way."
Bo's up in the count of 0-2. Solo by 4.
Swings and misses, and that is how the 4th inning will come to an end, but not before the Blue Sox tack on 2 runs. It's now 6-2 after 4 innings. Bootleggers coming to the plate. They have Herzog, Rivero, and Tanksley due up. We'll be back for the top of the 5th right after this.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for.
Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
It's top of the 5th inning. Blue Sox shut out no more, but they still trail by 4, and they're looking to play damage control here. Bootleggers lead 6-2. Isaac Herzog leading off. Sicaro still on the mound for the Blue Sox. There's ball 1.
Yeah, they're doing a great job offensively, getting runners on almost every inning and having them in scoring position, but the only thing they have to do is just stop the Bootleggers from getting on. And that starts off with the leadoff batter. As soon as the pitching locks in, then they have a better chance.
The 2-0 pitch. Strike 1.
Curls has a good amount of strikeouts too. He's able to do it.
Ball 3.
Herzog was able to get a hit in his first at bat. Currently 1 for 2 for the day.
The 3-1 pitch. There's strike 2, a leadoff full count for Herzog. 1 for 2 today, a hit and a run scored.
Currently at top of the 5th inning. Bootleggers up 6-2. There's the payoff pitch right here. He's doing whatever he can to keep the leadoff runner off. Leadoff batter, excuse me.
Ooh, skies that into right field. Moving back is Mitchell Denny, trying to find it and nearly stumbling, but making the catch for out number 1.
It's a great start for them. Blue Sox pitchers, Anthony Mordika and Curls would get behind the count, and now they find ways to get back in it. That's one thing you always want in a pitcher. Always find a way to give him 2 strikes in the same at bat.
Here's Declan Rivero, 2 for 2. First time coming to the plate with the bases empty. He has an RBI to his name as well today.
Yeah, along with 2 hits. Perfect day for him.
Pop back against the net, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Now let's hope the Blue Sox can continue this. Throw strikes, have the Bootleggers make soft contact.
Fouls that off, got a piece of it, just swung the bat a little too late, and that's why it went off in that direction. So it's a 1-2 count for Rivero. Bootleggers have not been retired 1-2-3 yet today, and so the Blue Sox still looking for that. They still got a shot here. Sakaros winds up, delivers. Hit right to the shortstop. Oh, it goes underneath his glove. Took an odd bounce. And it will be E6. So 1 out error, and Declan Rivero gets on. It didn't quite bounce off the uneven grass as the infield moves into the dirt. So just a simple mistake. And here we go with Hayden Tanksley.
Yeah, it would have been bang bang too. Rivero was sprinting down that first base line, sniffing a hit.
Strike 1.
Tanksby was hit by pitch, and he fielded it, and he rolled over to the shortstop in his first time around.
Hit into right field, gets in the gap between Reese Martinez and Jalen Woodley. So that single now advancing Declan Rivero over to second.
Here come the Bootleggers again.
And Tanksley gets on base with a hit. It's now 1 for 2. Here's Aiden Needles.
An interesting part is that the Bootleggers only have 1 extra base hit, which was a double by Noah Areola in the top of the 4th inning.
Ball 1.
The rest of the 6 hits have just been singles.
And we got a word a couple minutes ago that the Santa Clarita Victory are on their way here to Palm Springs right now. Aboard a bus.
Count's currently at 2-0 with 1 out still in the top of the 5th inning. Bootleggers just continue to score in every inning as they find ways to get runners on, whether it's hitting the ball, walks, hit by pitches, a little bit of everything.
Strike 1.
Now it's behind the count 2-1.
Both teams hitting almost as equally. You know, got the Bootleggers with 7 and the Blue Sox with 5. That's rolled foul over to the home bullpen.
Yeah, they've both been getting a lot of traffic for both pitchers, making them put pressure on themselves and the defense trying to make plays, but the Bootleggers just come out on top because they get more walks, hit by pitches, and those hits just continue to pile on with runners in scoring position. So they are put into play with runners on, which makes a difference.
That goes foul and just stays there in the dirt. That's funny. Doesn't barely rolls. That reminds me, Dolphins at Steelers 2007. It was a 3-0 win by the Steelers. There was a punt in which the rain was coming down so hard and the mud was so thick that the ball, when it landed, just stuck there, didn't even move. That's what that reminded me of. Popped into right field. Moving over to make the catch is Mitchell Denny, and the runners stay where they are. 2 outs.
Yeah, hit softly to the right fielder, and they gunned it back in. And now we have Zachary Perro, the DH, who walked in his last at-bat. Now the Blue Sox worked very hard in the last inning to get those 2 runs back.
First pitch to Perro. Ball 1.
Still runners with first and second here in the top of the 5th inning.
Oh, there's a wild pitch. Goes in the dirt, doesn't even touch the glove of the catcher, and both runners will advance, so 2 balls, no strikes. And now 2 runners in scoring position for the Bootleggers.
And now he's going to have a little meeting just to calm him down a bit. But he does have 2 outs. Just needs to focus on throwing strikes here at this point.
Sequeiro still looking for his first strikeout. Only 1 in total the whole day for the Blue Sox pitchers. That goes to Murdiga in the second.
Yeah, they always find ways to fight their way back into the count, but that pitch count is going to be skyrocketing too. Still no movement in the Blue Sox bullpen as he's going to work his way out of this one. Two outs, 3 runners in second and third. 2 balls and no strikes.
There's ball 3.
Missed away on that pitch. And then up next we have Brady Beckett with the single and scored a run in his last at bat.
Brady Bickett on deck. We'll see if he comes to the plate in this inning. And is that ball 4? It is, so we will see Brady Bickett. A 4-pitch walk, loaded bases with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Bootleggers leading the Blue Sox 6-2.
And it looks like a mound visit with the head coach. Maybe discussing a game plan against Brady Bickett.
Is someone going to warm up in the bullpen for the Blue Sox? No changes yet, it looks like.
Is that number 40?
It looks like number 10. Yeah. We'll take a quick break while they're sorting this out.
Everyone knows good things come in 3s, like our eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists.
All right, welcome back. Now Brady Bickett at the plate fouls off the first pitch.
And that's the way you want to start off if you're a pitcher. Start him off early with a strike.
And if it's a ground ball, it could be a force out anywhere. But that's happened before. We've said that before, and that's not what ended up occurring. So Sequeiro's trying to get out of this without giving up another run. There's strike 2, and now the Bootleggers are down to their final strike of this inning.
It's a big pitch right here. You're already down 4 runs, but he does have 2 strikes with 2 outs, so get him out here and you're out of the inning.
Bootleggers have been knocking on the door There's 0-2.
Ooh,
Ball
pitch-
1.
Pitch missed away. Good eye by Bickett, too. Remaining patient up there, looking for a pitch he wants.
There's ball 2, and it is a pass ball, but the runners won't advance, doesn't go far enough.
Yeah, catcher put a glove on that one. To keep it in front of him, too. Count's even up 2-2 and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. So Curl's doing whatever he can to get out of this inning.
The 2-2. That's pop foul. He'll stay alive. Sequeiros got to be sweating bullets out there just about how many full counts he's facing coming in, and like the uncertainty of each plate appearance. It's not easy going up against the Bootleggers.
No, as both teams are hot. The only difference is that the Bootleggers just simply get hits with the runners in scoring position. No extra base hits besides the one in the 4th inning. But the Blue Sox also had their chances. They just can't seem to finish the job. That's the difference maker between these two teams.
The 2-2. Oh,
Ooh,
ball 3. Grazing
very
over
close.
top corner. And so once again, Sequeiros ahead in the count, then works it to full. And we're going to get a payoff pitch here in just a moment.
There's no more room to put him anywhere.
He's going to go for a fastball down the strike zone. He doesn't want to try to catch him. And is that check swing?
Did he foul it?
No, it looks like he got a piece of it, so everyone will go back to where they were.
Ooh, what an at-bat.
I didn't see him make contact. It looked like it fell out of the pitcher's glove, but I guess it bounced off the bat. And umpire kind of narrowly blocking our view sometimes of where the ball makes contact. So another payoff pitch.
This would be his 8th pitch in his at-bat.
Oh,
Ooh,
ball
just
4.
missed.
A walk-in run. Now it's 7-2 Bootleggers.
Both pitchers were just off the plate. Great, you got to give credit to Bickett. Taking some great pitches there. Especially with that 2-2 breaking pitch down and away that might have just missed off the plate.
We're going to have a relief pitcher come in. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like our eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
All right, we're back from our break. The relief pitcher is number 10, Camden Mudry. He'll come on with 2 outs in the top of the 5th and loaded bases.
Cameron Mudry's a local. He'd be playing out of College of the Desert and is a recent 2025 high school graduate. Standing 5'10", weighing 185 pounds.
Deals the first pitch to Maddox Farrell. Now we're back to the top of the order. There's ball 1.
Big inning for him here. They are still within striking distance, only down by 4. But to give credit to the Blue Sox, as they're getting guys on almost every inning as well. So they have to get out of this jam to continue to have a chance.
2 balls, no strikes.
Bootleggers still up 6-2 here in the top of the 5th inning.
That pops us into left field, and moving back after taking a couple steps forward is Phillips, and he'll make the catch to end the inning and keep the Bootleggers from scoring more runs. So after 4.5, it's 7-2. Blue Sox trailing by 5. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th after this. Hang tight.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
All right, bottom of the 5th. We have some changes here on defense for the Bootleggers. Rene Vela now pitching. Moving into left field is Easton Ogle. Moving to third is Declan Rivero. And moving to second is Maddox Farrell. So Carr done after 4 innings. We'll get to his final line momentarily. There's the first pitch to Jackson Phillips. That'll be a 3-1 putout as he was charging down first base, and Arriola did not want to field that himself. So 3-1 putout on the first pitch.
First pitch, 1 out. Great start. Rene Villa had 1.2 innings pitch with 2 strikeouts. Last time he went up there.
There's Jack Schaefer swinging at the first pitch as well. And there's 6-3 as it's Herzog throwing it to Arriola to retire the second batter. 2 pitches, 2 outs.
He must be feeling great up there. Only throwing 2 pitches. The Blue Sox seem to be aggressive now. And let's see if they can continue to get runners on.
There's strike 1 to Reese Martinez. So the final line for Bo Carr, 4 innings pitched, 79 pitches, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 5 hits, 2 runs, both of which were earned. There's strike 2. There's ball 1.
He's having a great start. Only throwing a couple pitches in, and got him looking for strike 3.
Ooh,
what a start for him.
Yeah, Rene Vela ending this inning on just 6 pitches makes quick work of the Blue Sox. We're going to the top of the 6th with 2, 3, 4 due up. We'll be back.
It's a family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back to the top of the 6th inning. Mudry on the mound for his first full inning of work. Came in and retired Maddox Farrell on a 2-0 pitch. And there's ball 1. So Giovanni Liberti leading off for the Bootleggers in the 6th. There he takes strike 1. And Mudry got out of that with just 3 pitches. There's ball 2. Picking up the pace. Taking a little rest in between pitches. Oh, that's going to ground, and it goes foul. No, they're saying it's fair, and he's rounding first. He's going over to second. Quickly scooping it up and throwing it in is Phillips.
Great way to get a leadoff double. Yanked it down the third baseline and stayed just fair out of the reach of the third baseman. Couldn't get a glove on it.
Now here's Noah Ariola. Ariola's 1 for 2 today. On deck we have a pinch hitter. It's going to be Easton Ogle for Rene Vela. This is hit into left center field and getting down immediately. Oh, going underneath the glove of the center fielder, Schaefer. And that will be a single, not an RBI single though because of the error. And so as a result, Giovanni Liberti comes home to score and Noah Ariola's at second.
Man, they got to get from the center fielder. They bring in another run in. The third error of the day.
So back-to-back hits to start off this 6th inning for the Bootleggers.
You know, they just continue to put the ball in play with runners on.
And there's strike 1.
Still with no outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Up 8-2. Oh, missed for ball 1. Count's even up at 1-1.
Easton Ogle, pinch hitting. Just really patient, just waiting for the ball to come past him. There's ball 2. And it's working out in his favor so far.
Yeah, the Bootleggers have been very patient today. Only swinging at pitches that are near the strike zone and spitting on the ones that aren't.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. So right now it's the top of the 6th. Bootleggers lead the Blue Sox 8-2 as they tack on another run. Oh, they got inside of the bat. That's playable. We'll see. He's sliding. Oh, it bounces off the top of the little photo box right there in green, and just ate dirt. Just slid right in front of it. Didn't want to collide with wood. So, now that'll hurt. That might take you out of the game. So, wise decision just to let the ball go by the first baseman, Reese Martinez.
Yeah, good job of being on his surroundings, too. Easton Ogle is out of Iowa Central Community College.
Ogle watches strike 3, and there's the first out of the top of the 6th.
Yeah, great way to come back and strike him out for the first out.
And Brandon Siqueiros, his final line on the day, 1.2 innings pitched, 62 pitches, 4 walks, no strikeouts, 3 hits, 1 run, and it was earned. There's a swing and a miss. Isaac Herzog now at the plate.
Ooh, miss low for ball 1, down and away. They just continue to be patient, stick it to the game plan. It's a 1-1 count with 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th inning, leading 8-2.
Ooh, pops that into, looks shallow center. It's not even against center. It's just the shortstop making the call for it, and that's Rebley for out number 2.
And now we have Declan Rivero, who's had himself a 2-hit day with an RBI. And scored.
Yeah, Rivero now playing at third base, moved over from second base. The change is made this inning by their coach. And there's strike 1.
Ooh, off the tip of the bat, too.
That look could be 3-U. Oh, he is safe, and a mistake, a fielding error by the first baseman allows both runners to advance safely. At third now is Noah Arreola, and getting on base is Declan Rivero.
It's like as if the ball just slipped out of his hands and he couldn't complete the play. And now we got runners on first and third with 2 outs here. Just need 1 more to get out of this jam.
The runners in the corners. Here's Hayden Tanksley. Takes a deep breath. Delivers. Swings and misses at the first pitch.
Hayden Tangsby is currently 0 for 1. I mean, excuse me, 0 for 2. I mean, 1 for 2. Has a hit and a hit by pitch.
There's a check swing. It's in the zone anyway. There's strike 2, and now the Bootleggers down to their final strike of the 6th inning.
What did say locked in after the error? Now he's up in the count 0-2.
There's ball 1. Stealing second with ease is Declan Rivero.
Now you got runners on second and third with 2 outs. Last thing you want is a base hit.
And because he's a lefty, a base hit in the left field will be away from the batters, and rips that down into foul territory. Heads up.
Not beating him inside.
And had it been a hair later on the swing, that would have been fair. But because of where the ball made contact with the bat in the swing's path, the trajectory was going foul. Ooh, hits this into right field, moving back. It's going to go over the head of Mitchell Denny, going all the way to the wall, scoops it up on the warning track. And that is going to be a 2 RBI triple for Hayden Tanksley. It's now 10-2 Bootleggers here in the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, I saw that inside pitch again, and gave it a ride, pulling it over the right fielder. Showing off the speed a little bit too.
It's 10-2, still 2 outs, and that was 2 batters ago. Now here we have Aiden Needles.
Aiden Needles, it was a hit by pitch in his first at bat.
Takes ball 1.
Currently 0 for 2 at the moment. Got him down and away for strike 1.
Aiden Needles been on base once, but 0 for 2. He got hit by a pitch, advancing to third back in the 2nd inning. There's strike 2. We got a Bootleggers team that had some trouble early on in the season, the first week, and now it's kind of hit their stride, doing it against a good Blue Sox team. This will be hitting to right field. Mitchell Denny it's going to bounce in front of him. He bare hands it, and that will be an RBI single for Aiden Needles. Hayden Tanksley comes home to score. It's now 11-2 Bootleggers.
Yeah, we just hit soft enough to bounce right in front of the right fielder. And he earned himself an RBI. They scored 4 so far in his inning.
And looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. Number 25 is out there for the Bootleggers. Pinch running for Aiden Needles, and that is Carson Kraft. Ball 1 for Zachary Perro.
Perro has worked 2 walks and back-to-back at-bats.
There's strike 1.
Still with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Ooh, checking him again. Maybe he has a feeling he's going to take off soon.
And we've seen the Blue Sox pitchers be aggressive like that on the mound early on, starting with Murdico. Zucchero's not as much, had a couple of pickoff attempts, and now Mudry's trying to do the same.
Ooh, just missed off the plate. Ball 2. Great take by Perro. Been having a great day. You gotta give credit to the Bootleggers. They've just stayed in there, remaining patient.
Who hits this foul going way into left field, and that on top of the batting cages for the home team.
Yeah, gave that thing a ride. They're going to cause damage there.
Just going to poke it with a broomstick to try and roll it off the roof of that net. So a 2-2 count. There's ball 3. Outside hit the dirt of the opposite batter's box.
Worked his way to a full count. And in duo up, we have Brady Pickett, who's on deck, who has a walk, a hit, and a strikeout.
11-2 in the top of the 6th. Bootleggers lead the Blue Sox. That's popped up. It's in foul territory, but it's playable. We'll see. It's going to be, just out of play.
Just out of play.
Man, right in front of the chain link fence that separates the walkway from the dugout.
Yeah, these players have only been here for about a week, and they're really fully aware of their surroundings, which is great to see. Still a full count of 3-2 with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Bootleggers still up 11-2.
Zachary Perro takes another payoff pitch, hits that in the left field, and running up to make the grab and end the inning is Phillips. But not before they tack on 4 more runs. So after 5.5, it's 11-2 Bootleggers. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. The Blue Sox needs to get something going here fast. We'll be back.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are two teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
Welcome to the bottom of the sixth inning. Bootleggers leading the Blue Sox 11-2. On the mound for the Bootleggers is Vela. He'll face 5, 6, 7 in the order. Gino Girardi, Carter Martinez, and Mitchell Denny.
Had a great inning. In the fifth inning, first two batters swing at both the first pitches.
Yeah, he went through that order in 6 pitches. Retired the first 2 on ground outs on the first pitch of their at bats, and then looking K on 4 pitches to Reese Martinez. Ball 1.
Yeah, Gino Girardi is currently 0 for 2. Oh no, excuse me, 0 for 1. He walked his first time around.
Swing and a miss.
Still down 11-2 here in the bottom of the sixth inning.
We actually got a pinch hitter out there. It's number 1, Tyler Cabana. His jersey, he turned. I got him. Kept an eye now as he fouls that back.
That is correct. Number 1's in there.
So that means Gino Girardi done on the day, 0 for 1. He got on base once, was caught stealing though back in the second inning. Now Tyler Cabana batting in the 5 hole. There's ball 2.
Cabana is also out of Grossmont College, standing 5'7", 185 pounds. Let's see if we can spark up some magic here for the Blue Sox.
The 2-2 pitch. In there for strike 3. Tyler Cabana goes down looking. It's the first out. And here comes Carter Martinez. Carter Martinez, excuse me. Looks a lot like Caden Allen of the Bombers. Like that blonde hair, kind of the same build, like flowing out of the back of his helmet. I thought at first that maybe Caden Allen, no, he switched teams, but no, that's Carter Martinez. There's ball 1.
Yeah, Martinez is 0 for 1. Has a strikeout, was hit by a pitch. His last 2 at-bats. We missed away for ball 2. Good eye by Martinez. He's ahead of the count.
Oh, smacks this into shallow center field, and that's going to go actually carry a bit. Moving back and making the catch is Brady Bickett for out number 2.
A nice recovery by the center fielder. Looks like he had some trouble with the sun for a little bit, but made some adjustments and was able to record the second out.
And yeah, you said Mitch taking having trouble finding it because of the sun. He actually moved up a step or two, and then he started moving back, realizing it was soaring past him. So that's why initially I said it looks like it's going to be in shallow center.
Yeah, that sun's playing a factor for sure.
So Vela now pitching to Mitchell Denny. There's ball 1.
Ooh, missed away for ball 2.
He's throwing right into the dirt. The trajectory is just a little off, but he has the fastball velocity down. Just needs the hand to be pointed up a little higher upon release. The 2-0 pitch. Finds it there. 2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 count here with 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ooh, great pitch away. And it was for ball 3 as he took all the way.
Vela taking a deep breath, facing a 3-1 count. That's hit over to the first baseman. It looks like it skipped off the dirt before going into his glove. He'll run up and tag the bag for an unassisted out. What good job by Arriola. So after 6, it looks like the game is over. They're all coming out. They're going to end it after just 6. So that's the final. Bootleggers win 11-2 over the Blue Sox. Johnny, what are your final thoughts?
Yeah, the Blue Sox they were just like the Bootleggers, getting runners on, moving them to scoring position, but the only difference between these two teams is that the Bootleggers were hitting with scoring position, and that's how they ended up with such a high score. Because I think the Blue Sox would have been even with them if they would have started hitting with runners to scoring position. But after the 4th inning, they couldn't able to get more on as they continued to strike out, but the Bootleggers had the edge over them as they're pitching. Did not let up for the Blue Sox, but the Blue Sox pitching had a little bit of trouble, but they did have their innings. Murdica and Securos would be behind the count, and they would fight their way back into it, but they just wouldn't be able to put them away.
That was the big difference, right? It's the Bootleggers like capitalizing on all their teammates being on base and the Blue Sox being unable to. So that's it for the PSCL here at Palm Springs Stadium today. Later on tonight, Johnny, you will be calling the game against the Santa Clarita Victory with Steven.
Yeah, so tune right in at 7 o'clock as today is Bark in the Park. So go ahead and bring your little fur friend with you, your fur child, and watch some great baseball here at the Palm Springs Power Stadium here at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, and enjoy hearing my voice in the background. I'll be doing public address announcer. And so from myself, from Johnny Maldonado, we'll see you later. You'll hear him later. You probably won't hear me later. But, yeah, first pitch going to be at 7 o'clock tonight. So long, everybody.